In busy cities, you may only be able to see the brightest stars against light pollution, even on a clear night. On the other hand, in a really dark location, you may be able to see thousands of stars glittering above you. But even then, some stars will be noticeably brighter than others, and the most luminous ones will be the same select few that city dwellers get to see. There are several reasons why some stars look brighter than others. Perhaps the most obvious is that they're all located at different distances from us. It is no surprise that the nearer stars tend to look brighter than the others that are further away. In fact, our closest star by a long way is the Sun, and when it's visible in the sky, it shines so brightly that we cannot see any of the other stars at all. The second reason for differences in brightness is that some stars are larger than others. Our own Sun is in the prime of its life, called the main sequence of stellar evolution. But stars that are further advanced in their life cycles can grow to giant proportions. Not surprisingly, a giant star would be much brighter than a main sequence star seen even at the same distance. These brightest stars have been a familiar sight to humans since ancient times, and we'll look at some of the brightest ones here and teach you how to easily spot them in the night sky. Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky, and sometimes the brightest object of all. The Moon and the planets Jupiter, Venus, and Mars, and occasionally even Mercury, are the only natural objects that are bright enough to outshine it when they are above the horizon. And the International Space Station, during the brief times that it whizzes by overhead, can sometimes appear brighter too. Sirius is very easy to spot during the winter months in the northern hemisphere, owing to its brightness. You can see it in the southern part of the sky to the left of the prominent constellation of Orion. If you imagine projecting the stars that make up Orion belt out to about 8 times the belt's width, then that will take you to the vicinity of a very bright star, and that is Sirius. You have probably heard of Sirius before, but the second brightest star, CANOPUS, may be much less familiar, particularly for those living in northern latitudes. That is because it is essentially a southern hemisphere sight, but a very bright one nevertheless. Will you see CANOPUS? It depends basically on how far south you are and what time of the year you're looking. CANOPUS never rises above the horizon for locations north of about 37 degrees north latitude. To see CANOPUS, you must either be in the southern hemisphere or below the northern hemisphere's 37th parallel north. ARCTURUS is cooler than the Sun, in spectral class K rather than G, and has a mass that is only about 1.5 times as great. Yet, it puts out far more energy with an intrinsic luminosity 113 times greater than the Sun. The reason that it's in the red giant stage of its evolution, having swollen up to around 25 times the diameter of the Sun. A similar fate awaits the Sun itself in several billion years' time. This, coupled with the fact that Arcturus is only 37 light years away from us, makes it one of the brightest stars in the night sky. Arcturus can be seen in the northern night sky the whole year round, and its proximity to the distinctive constellation of Ursa Major makes it easy to find. If you locate the stars making up the handle of the Big Dipper and then follow their direction away from the bowl of the Dipper, you'll soon reach the star you want. Follow the arc to Arcturus, as the saying goes. The last one on our list, Alpha Centauri, is the closest star system to the Sun, which little more than 4 light years away. It actually consists of 3 separate stars, of which the brightest, Alpha Centauri A, G-type star similar in size, temperature, and luminosity to our own Sun. Its close companion, Alpha Centauri B, is a K-type star that is somewhat smaller, cooler, and fainter. Alpha Centauri is the most southerly of all the stars on this list, so it is really a sight for those in the southern hemisphere only. It's particularly prominent in places like Australia, where it's so high in the sky that it can be seen all year round, not too far from the distinctive Southern Cross. So cool, right? Let us know in the comment section if you're planning on going stargazing soon.